The NFL have released a statement shortly after the news broke, saying we have been closely monitoring all developments in the matter, which remains under review of the personal conduct policy. And for more on this, let's welcome in our two-time Super Bowl champion, NFL analyst Bryant McFadden. B-Mac, your reaction to the news that Deshaun Watson will not be criminally charged?
Well, my reaction is wow, not charged at all. I think today Deshaun Watson won when it comes to these allegations. Now, is everything over? I'm not quite ready to say that. I think it's safe to say he's at the halftime point when it comes to the incidents that he's basically tied to. Potentially these victims probably will try to sue, but when it comes to being charged criminally, he was able to dodge that bullet today, and I think that's the first positive thing that we've heard with Deshaun Watson when it came to all the allegations that has been tied to him.
B-Mac, he sat out a full football season. So now that he's turned the page in terms of the legal aspects of this from a criminal standpoint, his football career can resume. Now he's facing punishment possibly from the NFL. Jonathan Jones saying he could be looking at anywhere from 4 to 6 games, but he can at least now get back on the field. So as a player who's missed a full season, what's the priority for him now?
Just to try to get back in football shape as best as possible. Granted, he was a part of the Texans a year ago, but remember, didn't do a lot throughout practices, throughout the week of, didn't play in one ball game. So it's imperative for him to get his rhythm back, throwing the football. And it's safe to say, I believe he has been involved in those type of activities throughout the offseason, to say the least. So most importantly for Deshaun Watson, when it comes to clearing his name for organizations to be able to try to acquire him, he was able to do so today, but he still has a long way to go. But I think it's safe to say, granted, he will be punished to some degree with the NFL, or from the NFL, but I think teams would definitely be still willing to give up a few picks to land his services, even if he was to miss the first 4 to 6 ball games of this upcoming season.
B-Mac, what kind of a market is there for Watson?
Large market. I mean, when you look at Deshaun Watson, I think he's 26, won't be 27 until August or September. He's still in the prime years of his career. The best is yet to come. He has that it factor. So if you're a team that's trying to solidify the quarterback position, Deshaun Watson should be your guy if everything checks out away from the football field. Carolina, they definitely need to improve the quarterback position extremely fast. The Pittsburgh Steelers, there are so many teams that could utilize and use Deshaun Watson's skill set to improve their team, and he will instantly do that. And the same can be said for Lovie Smith in the Houston Texans. We know he wants to leave the Texans organization, but who knows? If I'm Lovie Smith, I'm trying to find a way to get him to change his mind, because he's the new coach in charge. And maybe Deshaun Watson, likes what Lovie Smith is doing when it comes to being the head man in charge with the Houston Texans. But Deshaun Watson definitely, if everything checks out accordingly away from the football field, you better believe it will be a nice market for his services.
And, I mean, if he can stay in with the Texans, that would be a minor miracle. There'll certainly be a lot of teams that are going to be queuing up to try and get Deshaun Watson from them. Two-time Super Bowl champion Bryant McFadden, one of our NFL analysts here on CBS Sports HQ, talking to us about the breaking news regarding Deshaun Watson, who will not face criminal charges. B-Mac and Patrick Peterson will probably touch on this on the All Things Covered podcast. You can download and follow wherever you get your podcast audio. You can also watch the fellas do the show on YouTube.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.